All right, we're getting close to our presentation time. Well, we usually start around this time, so we're there. It's nice to see you guys. A lot of new faces, which makes me very excited. Gonna guess that most of you are gonna be at our game jam this weekend. So we are going to be covering the subject of game jams and just give you a basic overview. This might be one of our presentations that ends a little earlier. We'll see. But yeah, Chloe and I will go off about game jams. So here's a help book.
I'm here too.
So you, oh,
Hello.
Julian's here now.
Yeah,
Now
I
I
made
can
it.
acknowledge Julian.
No, you don't have to. It's fine.
Now I won't. Now I will ignore Julian.
Cool. Great.
So here's our little help book. So, what is a game jam? If you guys are game dev majors, you might have heard this phrase tossed around. If you're not, it's a weird looking phrase, but it's essentially just a short sprint where you make a game with friends or on your own. But why would you do that? Who in their right mind would do that? Well, people who just want to have fun for a weekend, and their fun sometimes requires a little bit of suffering and troubleshooting Unity. But yeah, it's usually treated as a learning experience. Highly recommend that you approach it that way. It's a great portfolio builder and it's a great skill builder. I've used a game jam personally to learn Pico 8 just for the heck of it, and I learned a lot and had a lot of fun with it. It's very fulfilling to go in with nothing in that weekend and then come back with something that you made, and you put a lot of time and effort into it. So even if you don't like make a finished project, you should still feel proud of what you come out with, because remember, you didn't start with anything before. And it's also a great place for general community bonding. I think that was kind of the fun part about us doing in-person jams beforehand. It's just like, we're all in a room, we're all working together, we're all under the same time limits and constraints. Let's see what we can make. But am I qualified enough? I hear this question a lot, and you know what? Shut up. Stop asking. Stop asking questions. You can do it. You can do a game jam. I am telling you right now. You know nothing? Perfect. You can do a game jam. You know 80 bajillion things. You got a game design degree. You could do a game jam. You major in something else unrelated to computers. You could do a game jam. Again, it's a learning experience. And when you want to learn something, it typically makes learning easier, honestly. And especially when it comes to getting involved with game development, it's a great motivator to keep you looking up stuff and delving deep. We'll also go into resources and stuff to help you in case you're still intimidated, but please don't feel like you need any requirements to participate. You don't. So when it comes to game jams, there's different types of jams. Chloe, you want to talk about game jams?
Yeah, I can talk about game jams. So the general format is you've got a certain amount of time. Some freaks do them for a whole month. I can't do that. I've tried it. It doesn't work. But basically you have a limited amount of time. You make your game and then it's done, and then you sleep for 500 years. Or do your homework, or both. I recommend doing both.
Yeah, we are going to kick you out of the labs each night, by the way. You guys aren't sleeping in the labs. First off, it's not allowed. Second, we want to promote sleeping. If you skip sleep, you're not cooler than anybody. I'm throwing that out there.
Oh, that used to be the fun part, though.
For some people, it's the fun part, but I also want people to know, don't brag about it either. Just take care of yourself. That's cool. I think self-care is cool, but that's my hot take. When do the labs open is a great question. I think 8 or 9. I can double check. I could probably confirm Friday when I see like the little map or schedule kiosk that's on the window thing. All of you saying sleep is for the weak. You just wish that you had sleep. Don't act like you don't say, oh God, I wish I slept more. Don't tell me you don't complain throughout the week. Like, God, I'm so tired and there's not an answer to that. God. Eating is for the, wow, this is toxic behavior. We're gonna have to do the healthy game development presentation again, aren't we? Healthy habits for game devs, is that what you want? You guys want that presentation again?
I mean, it sounds like a fun time either way, so.
We can pull that presentation.
I don't exactly know what's fun about not eating food. Can somebody
Yeah.
explain that to me?
Please eat during our game jam and please take breaks. It's important to step away from your work, especially if you're having a problem. Sometimes when you walk away and come back, the solution comes to you a lot faster. It's quite magical. But yeah, where can you find some jams? Chloe, where can I find some jams?
Go to itch.io, go to their game jam page. They have like 500 billion game jams every day, every week. Pick one. They have fun themes. Do it. Just like go to the game jam page. There's also the 1 hour game jam. Our very own Kent Reese loves that one. You're all supposed to do that one if you were there for his presentation. Discord, like different game dev servers, hint, hint. There's also like Twitter. You can go on Twitter and find games and game jams. At the end of this presentation, we'll be talking about a certain game jam that's maybe starting tomorrow, perhaps, and that you should all go to. Also, your local grocery store. I don't know if they'll have game flavor. They will have jams, though.
So you go there. You're like, you know what, Keely's right. There's nothing holding me back from doing this game jam. I'm gonna do it. And then you realize you don't want to do this alone. How do you make a team? Well, this is actually a common thing. So know that there will be people seeking teammates there. Some people will come with formed teams already, which is also okay to do. But people are going to be there and expecting to ideally form teams. This is also a fun way to network with other students and get to know other classmates. And there's different things you should consider when you're forming a team. Consider what you want to get out of the game jam. So say I can do art, but I don't want to do art. I want to focus on programming. Then go in and look for artists, maybe advertise yourself as a programmer so you don't get pigeonholed if you don't want to do one thing. Consider what you're good at and consider what you might be feeling a little weak on. Like, oh, you know, I feel like my design skills are good, but I feel like I could use a little help programming more complex things. Maybe you could seek out somebody who's a heavier programmer than you. Also, just feel free to, you could also just like do a shot in the dark and just team up with random people and see what you can make. Sometimes if you guys are all lacking in a skill, that means you could just learn together. Heck, even if you don't have an artist, that's your chance to learn how to draw together. Just use it as a learning experience. Also, us leads, we can help you form teams. We'll probably say, hey, if you guys are looking for your team, raise your hand and we'll help you. Also, if you're going to work in a team, make sure you have some good project sharing tools in place. We recommend using Git for version control. For those of you who don't know what version control is, it's basically making sure everybody has the same code and say somebody's working on one computer, another person's working on a different computer, and you're both working on the same project. You guys can add your own changes without hurting each other's projects because the application will merge these changes for you. So we will help you set up Git. We already have a Git ignore on our club GitHub that we have that we don't talk about that much, but we'll probably do or try to do a walkthrough if some people really need it. And yeah, just remember, us leads, we're going to be there to help you. And honestly, we might take a few volunteers as well for some extra help. So there will be support. I promise you. We're here for you. We're gonna make great things. Chloe, where are some good resources?
So basically, you want to start with whatever website has the documentation for your video game engine, right? So like, I don't really know how good Godot's documentation is, but there's Unreal, there's Unity. Owen, how's the Scratch documentation?
Not, but
Great.
you can work through it.
Well, don't make a game in Scratch if you want documentation then. But there might be YouTube tutorials. Everyone loves Brackeys. Go watch a Brackeys tutorial if you want to do something.
Yeah,
You know,
if you do decide to do Scratch for whatever reason, I mean, I might if I don't feel like learning Godot that day. But I know Griff Patch has some good tutorials. I think Rock Coder has a few. Yeah, I can point you to some probably.
so I hear Owen just volunteered to be the Scratch mentor over the Game Jam. There you have it. There's also forums, Stack Overflow, the Unity answers if you're working in Unity. Those are all very good. Us leads can help you. Maybe not with Unreal. I don't really think any of the leads have major Unreal experience right now, but like we can point you in the right direction. If you're working in a team, if there's like an experience gap, that's actually a really good thing Game Jams can do is working on a team with different skill levels. If you're working with somebody who's worked in an engine more than you, ask them questions, learn from them. And then, other people who are working on other stuff, go around, see what people are working on, ask them questions about what to do because they might know the answer. Also your mom. I didn't put this here. This is Kaylee's evil doing. I don't condone this. Don't ask your mom.
Ask her for help. See what she does. Oh, sad faces in the chat. God, you never know. What if your mom can help you? You don't know. What if she's a troubleshooting genius? You can find out at the Game Jam. All right. So the prompt dropped. You're at the jam. You release the prompt. You're ready to go. But wait. What do I do with the prompt? What's this prompt for? How do I use it? Your first step is to brainstorm. Highly recommend you get a piece of paper, steal a whiteboard, anything. Start writing down a bunch of things. Come up with the silliest ideas. Come up with serious ideas. Go all over the place. Mix and match ideas. Do whatever you can. While you're brainstorming different things to do with the theme, consider what type of gameplay elements can I get out of this? What I'm trying to think. One year our game jam was the theme was Behind Me, and somebody ended up coming up with a game where you navigate the whole game with a mirror, which was really cool. So just think about different ways you can connect to other stuff, I guess. You can go anywhere you want with the prompt as long as it connects back to it. And yeah, take it as far as you want. Just go crazy with the prompt. Theming is great. Also, feel free to brainstorm with other groups if you want to. Even if you got, like, say 2 groups, they're kind of stumped, you guys could still come up with 2 different ideas together. All right, I know what to do. I know what I'm gonna do for this jam, but now what? I have some idea of what I want to do, but I don't know how to start. Well, write down what you think the goals or steps are going to be to get to your finished product. What are the minimal features that you need to accomplish the game that you want to make? If you're in game dev, you'd hear this be regarded as an MVP or minimal, or I said most viable product. What the fudge? No, it's minimal viable product. Ignore my stupid typo. See that? You see that? You see those parentheses? They're wrong. They're incorrect. They're invalid. Minimal viable product. Sorry to provide misinformation in my slides. No, it's not most valuable product. It's not most valuable player, chat. Minimal viable product. You want to see what the least amount of things, you have to figure out what the least amount of things are to kind of get to your goal. Then also consider what else you might want in your game. Say that, oh, I want my character to kind of have like this really cool animation, but I also really need to program this mechanic. And you start thinking about the time limits, and you might dedicate the time to your animation, but you've lost time to implement. Consider stretch goals. Stretch goals are things where you're like, hey, I want this feature, but it's not necessary. I'll get to it if I can get there. So you just put it to the side, and once you finish your minimal goals, then you start pulling in the stretch goal stuff and you polish. There was another thing I realized. Oh, yeah. And also, when you're prototyping, I forgot to mention this in the slides at all. When you're prototyping, highly recommend using minimal art assets to start off with. That way you could sort of see if you build your mechanics fast enough and see what works quicker instead of kind of just dwelling. So I would recommend, I mean, unless you have like a person who only wants to do art on your team, I would recommend holding off on that just for a bit. If you are a team with no artists. We do appreciate our basic Unity squares. We get what you're trying to do.
You can make a lot of things out of primitives, actually. Like,
That's
I've made
true.
whole game jam games out of just primitives and stuff. It's really easy. Try it. It's a good time. You don't have to worry
That's-
about art.
Yeah, that's very true. But yeah, let me see if there's anything else on the slide. Oh yeah, and I'm going to ram this into your head. If you feel like you don't, if you're worried that you don't know something, just remember this is your time to learn it. You are given a whole weekend to make something. You don't have to finish it. You'll probably deal with a few challenges, but this is your opportunity to overcome them. And I think that's more impressive than just giving up on your game. So yeah, push through your game. We'll also be there to help. Hot tips and tricks. Scope small. Don't come in saying, yeah, I'm going to design a online multiplayer FPS. Let's go. It's gonna be AAA. We've got this. No, you don't.
No,
You
I want
don't
to see
got
somebody
that.
try this. Somebody make this for our game jam.
No,
You'll get a prize.
don't do
I don't know
it.
what yet, but try it. I dare you.
Chloe, what prize would you present? Like, don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do Chloe's
Do
evil
it.
challenge. Scope small. Also, the smaller you scope, the more polish you can get. What does scope mean in case people aren't familiar with that term too? Scope is just determining how much time is going to be dedicated to your project, how big your project's going to be. So yeah, scope small and you can get more done. Keep an eye on the time. You are technically timed because we're only giving you a weekend. That's all you get. I'm sorry. Yeah, have fun with that. It's definitely possible to make, you'd actually be really surprised with what you can make in a weekend. Again, remember, this is a learning experience. Don't forget that. Don't get too angry with yourself. It's okay if you don't know something. And it's okay if you're struggling. And it's okay to ask for help. Also remember that. Don't be afraid to ask for help. Google is your friend. You'd be surprised with how much Google will have. You'll get a lot of Stack Overflow stuff, probably. A lot of code help from that. And do take breaks throughout the game jam. I know some people might be very attached to their computer during this. I highly recommend, if you're feeling stressed, do a lap around the lab, see what people are working on. That will help boost your motivation again. Walk around the school, just do whatever you do to relax and then come back and work. And again, sometimes pulling yourself away from the situation will help you solve problems faster. Also, another way you can take breaks is to straight up go out for lunch, get dinner, get coffee. Please take care of yourself. Also, another hot tip and trick we forgot to mention that we usually mention for our game jam presentations is please shower. All right. That's all I have for slides. Now I'd say we can open it up for Q&A. If you guys have any questions. now's your
Earlier,
time.
someone asked about open source art.
Yeah, you could use open source
So-
art.
Yeah, as long as it has like a for use in like non-commercial or whatever, or commercial, it's just, don't steal art. Don't be
Please
an
don't
art
steal
stealer.
art. Credit the original artist formally. Do not say credit to the original artist.
Yes.
That artist has a name.
So just check the attribution and make sure you're within your right to use it.
You can tell I'm familiar with the art community from that.
Howdy. So this is like my first time joining this cool club. I got recommended by like a guy named Mert who's in my major. Shout out to him if he's here. But super cool event. When and where is it?
So I'll plug the event now.
Bet.
And Mert, thank you for bringing Nicole on board. Our event is going to be in Magic Spell Studios in room 2150. That's going to be the first floor.
Okay.
Window labs. The labs are there's 2 labs downstairs and they're technically attached to each other. So just go into either one. And then, Chloe linked our tweet too.
Thank you, Chloe.
This information will also be in our announcements. The game jam starts at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If people are wondering why I keep saying EST in front of times, I can do what I want. But it starts at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time and it goes till Sunday at 2 p.m.
Okay. So I feel like people can relate to this, but I have like a D&D game. Is there a way for me to like join after like the first like Friday? Like
Yes.
if someone wants like a artist on their team, I just do drawing good. So if y'all want to just like DM me, hit me up, or I'm just gonna bother the Gen chat, or I'm probably gonna bother you, Kaylee, and you can like plop me into a group who might be interested.
For sure.
I can probably like shit out, vomit out assets at least. So
Yeah.
okay, thank you.
Yeah, if any of you have like other stuff to do, you can like leave. So you're not like forced to stay in the labs.
There's like handcuffs in the lab.
We
You
want you
stay
to
here
leave. We want you to
finish your
take breaks.
game.
It's secretly
Yeah.
a saw trap.
Oh my god, I also love Saw. I saw it on your like profile. Oh my,
Yeah.
the newest movie sucks.
I can't get over the voice of Jigsaw for that. Well, not voice of Jigsaw, but like, the video voice. It sounds like they're reading off of the index card. Yes.
Yeah, no, I feel you. It was I don't know. I feel like okay, like Saw itself is just to watch. I'm sorry, I'm like derailing really badly. Like Saw itself is just like a movie to show off gory practical effects, which you know what? Like love it, right? We're here for it. But also like the whole point of it was like you could escape. Like you could kind of figure a way out if you like, hurt enough, right? If you took off enough meat off your body. But like the newest one was like, no. You're just gonna lose. You're just gonna lose, buddy. But I digress. Anyway, thank you for answering my questions.
No problem. Glad to see there's another person that knows about Saw and can understand Saw jokes. Chloe is also in that club.
Yeah.
Surprisingly relevant,
Love it.
perhaps.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have a lot of things for Saw fans planned actually. So,
Nothing weird is going on. It's fine.
Everything's fine. Everything's great. I promise. Any other questions about the jam? Ask anything. AMA.
Yeah.
Or share more tips. If you've done a game jam before, tell us what works for you. But yeah, back to regards to leaving during the jam, you are allowed to have your personal lives still. We aren't capitalizing on them or anything.
In regards to like tips for the game jam, if you're like a developer and you kind of know what engine you want to work in, advertise that, and also I would come prepared with like a standard GitHub with the libraries installed, because usually libraries take a little while to set up, especially for people who are new. So if you can do that for them, that'd be super helpful, because there's dependencies and all that stuff. So that doesn't take that long if you know what you're doing. So if you do know that, I would come prepared with it.
Patrick asked if team building would be in the lab tomorrow or beforehand. Both. If you guys plan teams outside of the jam, that's perfectly fine. And if you guys come in and you're like, hey, I need a team, I want to form a team, that's also fine. We will help you. You are not expected to come in with a team. You could also go solo. That's an option. I've had to go solo on a jam before. It's not the worst case scenario. You still learn a lot. Just be easy on yourself. You're doing a lot in a short period of time, and that's something you should be proud of, especially at the end.
How many people would you say like make up a team?
We don't really have team limits, but I think I don't know, Chloe. I feel like I've seen teams of 5.
I mean, I feel like the largest team I've seen is like 5 or 6.
Mhm.
I don't really know.
Seems like they're usually like, groups of 3.
I mean,
Kind
if
of the average.
if you want to make a team of like 10 people, go ahead.
Yeah, it
We're not
might get a
gonna
bit
stop.
hectic
Everyone
though.
is a team. Like everyone is a team. There's no split seats. It's just
That'd be
one pig.
interesting.
We accidentally made a studio. Oops.
Whoops.
Oops, all studio.
New life hack. This one cool trick.
Don't get paid though, but
Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta get those investors.
Yeah.
You gotta get an investor.
Any other questions or other hot tips and tricks?
Like the theme gets announced when it starts tomorrow, I assume, at like
Yes.
7 p.m. Yeah, right.
And for those who can't make it, we will put in a thing on Discord and stuff.
Yeah, we'll be
So you will
streaming it.
know.
We are going to be as accommodating as possible to people who want to be online. Not sure how many people want to be online, but we're still going to have that option nonstop
Yeah.
in case you change your mind.
Or if you want to come to the labs and then go home and work on the game a bit at like your dorm or whatever.
How many people are expected to like be there?
So I don't know. I
Got
think
it.
this is
It's okay.
actually going to be one of our bigger jams, and I'm
Ooh.
actually surprised about like the little murmurs I've been hearing about our jam. So I'm kind of intimidated
You're
by
gonna
the
win.
total amount of people, but we'll see what happens. I wonder if we'll have to use Golisano Labs, which
Oh.
might not be. I don't know. It's going to be a coin flip. We'll see. Some people have never experienced a game jam before. Some people have just really missed like the in-person aspect of it. So it's going to be interesting tomorrow.
Yeah, we
And,
didn't
oh,
even make a poster this time. That's
Yeah.
interesting.
people are excited. But I
Yeah.
also, sorry, one more question. I'm assuming by the end of the jam, we're going to like share all of our very cool games.
Yes.
Where are we going to share all of our very cool games?
So we'll probably meet in the labs again. If there's a crap ton of people, we might restructure it and maybe we'll do streaming as well, where people can hop in from another lab on Discord
Mhm.
and stream to the main lab that we're in. Or maybe we'll do a field trip and we'll spam the Magic Lab and then we'll go over and spam the Golisano Lab. We'll figure it out judging by the amount of people, but usually what we do is after 2 p.m. We just start doing laps and looking at everything. And that's usually a really fun part about the jam.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure. Oh, this is so exciting.
So someone asked, like, it's kind of similar. How are the games going to be judged? So we have an itch.io page where you'll submit all your games. And then once they're up and the jam ends, you'll be able to play all of them, and then you'll be able to vote on like a few criteria. And then we'll give like about like a week or two before we, reveal the winners. So that'll be you guys voting on the games.
Oh.
Julian, do you have the itch link? So we can
Oh,
actually
yes, I
we
need to
can
make that
actually
public.
drop the itch link now. We'll
Yeah, I'm
drop
gonna
it
do
at the
that.
beginning of our jam too and say, hey, go to this link. You're gonna have to submit here. Colby, no. Please don't bot spam the
No.
jam. We'll
If
catch
someone
you.
like, yeah, if you this goes without saying, but if you like sabotage our game jam, you will get disqualified. Maybe.
We see you. That's what I thought, Colby.
I had one quick question, if that's okay.
Yeah. How dare you,
Um,
actually?
Have you ever seen, I guess, like someone submit a game that's used like kind of like 3D assets or like 2D assets? Like, because I know like some percentage game jams are usually like the weekend. Usually you go with art assets that are easier to do, maybe like pixel art, something like that. Have you ever, and I've never used itch.io before. Have you ever, do they support like 3D model files or anything like that at all?
Yes.
Oh,
You
okay.
can
We had-
upload any
It's just like a hosting
game
site.
file. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Yeah, for your finished product, you'll probably just be submitting like the build from Unity or whatever. So like
Yeah.
all your files will be in the Unity build.
It is
Oh, okay.
recommended if you can. Unity supports like a WebGL build, and itch.io you can upload that and like it just plays right in the browser, and that's good for like quickly play testing and stuff.
Got it.
But if
Okay.
you can't do that, that's fine. It's just recommended.
Okay, awesome. Thanks.
I think Kent mentioned this during his presentation, but I think he said like have some time to actually submit the game. Like don't work on the game like last minute and then forget to like submit it on time, because that kind of that can hurt.
Make sure the game works when you build it too.
Oh yeah, that too, yeah.
We've had it's happened a lot of times.
So our game jam closes at 2 p.m. That would mean 2:30, or sorry, not 2:30. 1:30 is a good time to start thinking, hey, maybe I should prep this for submission. And even if there's still something that you have to fix, submit something just in case, just as a backup, just so you have something in there. Then go back and work and then resubmit once you have that fixed. That way you have that security of having a build.
Also build more than once. Don't wait until the final hour to make your first build, because it's gonna blow up in your face. It always happens. Like build
Test your
throughout the
builds.
jam.
Definitely test your builds.
I just
Also,
sent the
I-
link that should work. Tell me know if it doesn't.
I believe we have a few social events planned throughout the jam, so we really want you guys to take breaks.
It
So
doesn't?
we're also
Damn it.
providing options to take breaks. Wait, the link doesn't work?
Apparently not.
Julian, you had one job.
I'm sorry. It says
I can't even
Jam
use
is
the link.
visible. I haven't checked.
Gosh, Julian, everybody point and laugh at Julian.
Oh, the link. Zoom is messing it up. I think.
Yeah, okay, Julian, it's Zoom's fault.
Because there's a dash at the end. You have to put an extra dash at the end.
Give us that extra dash,
I'm
Julian.
sorry. I did. Zoom didn't want to put it in the link. I don't know why.
Give us a new link.
I don't know how to include that in the link. Yeah, okay. You're smarter than me.
There we
Thank
go.
you.
We
Thank
got
you,
a
Luke.
power play by Luke. Yeah, outshine for sure. Yeah, point and laugh at Julian, everybody.
And we'll be
Luke,
updating
you, Julian.
this.
Take my
Yeah,
job.
we'll be updating this with information about like the rules once we reveal all that stuff tomorrow.
Yeah. Right now, it's just so you can say that you're going to participate. And remember where the link is.
Click the link to subscribe.
Subscribe to our YouTube channel. We do have a
Well,
YouTube channel,
Technically, we do.
in case you don't know.
Any other questions? Any other tips? You guys want to theorize what the theme is? We won't tell you, but we want to hear you theorize.
Halloween.
We can't confirm or deny.
Is
We're all
it-
under NDA. You could just theorize.
Maybe it's Saw.
Is it Saw? Yeah, I think maybe Saw. I don't know.
Would you say this is a game theory?
Oh,
Thanks for watching.
This is about San's secret child. I don't know where I was going with that bit. I was
Guys, we're
trying
gonna have to change the
Yeah.
theme. Nicole got it.
We actually
The theme's gonna be Undertale fan game.
the theme is
Damn
make a
it.
game to give to the Pope. At the
No,
end
this is
of
gonna
it.
be all around David as pumpkins.
Oh my god.
the Beltaroon is the
Yep.
name of my new game.
That sounds really original, Nicole. I'm excited to see it.
Yeah, I know. I'm collaborating with Bobby Box.
Ooh.
Really excited.
Sounds fun. Can't wait to
Right?
see. Caitlin out here with the bones, all caps.
Bones would be an interesting like.
Skeleton 2016.
Wait,
Is that
wait.
is that one guess?
2016 as a prompt?
Oh,
Is that-
2016 on its own. I thought it was like Skeleton 2016. Like that was one thing.
Patrick, are you suggesting the year 2016?
2016 Bones actually is a suggestion.
Ah.
Oh, okay.
It's a collaboration.
Yeah.
I mean, 2016 was a pretty scary year, so makes
Yeah.
sense.
God, that's when it also just going.
Have they really gotten
downhill.
any less scary though?
I think it got scarier.
Yeah.
That's the theme. 2020.
The theme is just downhill.
Yeah.
Oh.
Back to the 2016, Patrick. Any other theories, hot takes?
I don't know. If you can't confirm or deny, it's a little hard to guess.
But people love to sometimes.
You know, yeah. It is. It's human nature to just want to guess, fuck around,
Yeah.
find out.
I want to hear more theories about what kind of candy we'll have for people tomorrow.
What kind of what?
Candy.
Yeah.
Are we bringing candy?
Yeah.
Oh,
Halloween, we gotta have candy.
the fuck.
Pixie sticks only.
Oh
Just little
no.
baggies of sugar.
Yep, the best fuel.
They would kick us out like immediately. They'd like we'll never be allowed in Magic again.
Yeah. Just walking in with that. So, oh, people want salt. We should get
One salt.
one salt, sodium. What's everyone's feelings on Butterfingers?
I love
I like 'em.
Pretty
Butterfingers.
good,
They're one of my favorites.
but it's a little sweet. You have to be in the mood for
I
it.
don't remember
you
what
know?
they taste like.
Mhm.
I feel like Butterfingers are like good, but I feel like there's other things you could have.
Yeah, like an
My
almond joy. Oh.
Mm,
Almond joys are good. I'm learning that's actually like something that people hate, but I do like coconut. My
Mm.
favorite personally is Kit Kat.
Oh, God tier, the crunch, the little snap, oh, the tactility. I love me a good Kit Kat.
I love anything that's chocolate and peanut butter, if I'm gonna be honest.
Reese's cups.
Reese's.
A dark,
I have like the
and-
Reese's bar. Oh,
Oh man, I have yet to try that.
you gotta try it. Oh my God,
I got it. That sounds great.
dude, it's so good. I love like little like Asian chocolate, like anything from like Meiji. God tier, specifically like the little strawberry chocolate cones. Oh my god.
Oh yeah. Those are good.
Mm.
The Butterfingers for me also, I cannot unsee the Alien commercial that they always play for it. Where it's
What?
like there's that one commercial they have for Butterfingers where like it's just an alien, like it's on Halloween, but the alien is the one that like shows up at the door, like asking for Butterfingers with their whole like, slogan with like I forgot the thing.
I think
gotta
I
link
remember
it.
this.
You gotta link
It's-
it now.
Oh,
You
no,
have to share your
I'll
screen.
find it. I'll find it.
We have to know.
What's the worst? What's the worst candy?
I
No more
honestly don't
positivity.
like Whoppers.
Whopper's bad.
Milk duds?
Fair.
Milk duds have their appeal, okay?
Yeah, they
I
can
guess.
they can like stay, but like I wouldn't like go out of my way to like buy a milk dud.
Like
Yeah.
they're not my first choice, but I will eat a milk dud.
Mhm.
I don't hate candy corn. I don't think I hate candy corn.
I don't know about that. I always feel like I like candy corn when I buy it. As soon as I eat the second candy corn, it tastes like garbage.
That would make sense. That I can see that.
There's like a honeymoon period with candy corn, and it lasts for one candy corn.
Yeah.
What's the like chalk one?
Oh god, it's a Valentine
Smarties?
card?
Yeah, like smart. I guess those are fine.
I like Smarties. Are
Yeah,
you thinking of
Smarties are
those
okay.
weird like cigarettes that you get at the pizza place claw
Ugh.
machine or what?
Ugh. Awful.
Wait, American Smarties are Are we missing out? Wait.
Is there an international Smartie?
We're
Are
getting
there
the
good Smarties
second
out
rate. Oh, we found the commercial.
Oh, we found the commercial.
Am I still streaming? Like, can you guys see the Game Jam screen?
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
Cool. Then I could do this.
We're not sponsored by Butterfingers.
Wait,
Well-
you gotta share sound.
Well, you know what? Maybe I don't want to share sound.
Okay.
Hold up. How do I do this without wrecking everything?
No, the scariest thing this Halloween season is Kaylee's light theme.
Hey, I use light theme and I
Ah.
don't get scared.
There we go.
Hmm.
We found the second light theme user.
All right. Can you guys hear?
Yes,
Yep.
I can't see it.
we might
Now I
be
can
in
this out.
trouble.
Butterfinger?
It's a better Butterfinger.
An improved
I've
recipe
seen
with
this.
high quality jumbo peanuts, better crispity, crunchity, and peanut buttery.
Better Butterfinger.
What?
You know how to sound.
Nobody lays a finger on my better Butterfinger.
Oh yeah.
Butterfinger, now better than ever.
I don't get it.
Huh.
This isn't even the one that I remember, but it's
That's-
somehow even worse.
That's a strange commercial, but I saw I saw a Jaden video in the recommendeds that I'm gonna have to watch later.
Yes. Some
Well,
of my
actually,
YouTube habits have been leaked.
I approve.
I have an actual question. So, in the labs, what software will be on the computers, and like, will people be able to use the computers, or should they just bring laptops?
Wait, what?
So people will be able to use the computers in the labs, right?
Yeah.
We can't install software on them though, right?
Right.
So-
They should. So you can. Unreal is technically not installed, but you can install Unreal. You can't install different Unity installs, so you'll have to use what Unity install is on the lab computer.
And they don't have Godot, do they?
Oh, yeah. If
I
you want
mean-
Godot,
You should be able to download Godot. I downloaded Toontown on a lab computer once.
So you
That
can download
works.
stuff. Okay, cool. So you could use Godot. If you have
Julian
something
lied
like
to you.
specific, you should bring a laptop though. Or maybe just in case, just bring a laptop if you have one.
I mean, it's been a hot minute since I've used a lab computer, so maybe it's changed, but I don't know. You can download stuff.
Yeah.
Also, since we're using lab computers, please use the sprays in the labs whenever you approach your computers and leave your computers.
Yeah,
I'll
and
remind
don't
you
like
guys.
don't make them gross.
Fun fact, we're in a pandemic.
Don't use
New
Dorito
news.
fingers on the keyboards.
Julian's talking about Doritos, and I'm over here talking about a virus.
Yeah, no, this is obviously
Priorities.
more important, you know. So.
Uh-huh.
But yes, please be safe. Wear a mask. Clean your space. Be vaccinated too.
Any more questions before we kick it over to project sharing? Going once, going twice. Come to our game jam tomorrow.
Merch sold.
All right.
Okay, let's go to project sharing. If you're not coming with
Woo.
us,
So if you guys are interested in project sharing, we are going into our Discord. Is everybody in the server? Well, is anybody in the server not in our?
Yeah, I
Is
think we had new
anybody in the
people.
Zoom call not in our Discord server? Took me a second, but I got there. Raise your hand on Zoom if you aren't in the Discord server.
Put an in chat.
I mean, we can pop in an invite link. Like, let's just put one in chat.
Let me get the specific link that we're supposed to use. It's the one from resources. Or it leads notes. If you are
You
not
can't
in
tell
our
them about our
Discord,
secret channels.
Secret
If you're
channel
not-
link.
if you're not in our Discord server, there's a link. We'll stall for like a minute in case you're not in there. What's good ways to stall? What's your opinion on stalls?
They never lock properly.
You're right. What's
you
up
mean
with
like
that?
bathroom stalls?
Whatever you think stall, whatever your personal definition of stalls is.
Where are the best bathroom stalls on campus?
Honestly, like I feel like Magic has the best ones, I think.
Probably.
Good
Also, I
take,
thi-
good take.
I think
stalls
Golisano
the
has
best
pretty
music
okay bathroom stalls.
I think they're B tier.
Gosnells are the ones I usually use, except they're honestly not that good.
I mean,
It's
I
like
avoid
they're-
using.
They're clogged half the time.
I mean, just don't use an on-campus bathroom if you can avoid it. Honestly, just don't do it.
I mean,
Yeah, I
CSEC
believe-
building, Magic, newer buildings are nice.
I
Alright.
hope that the new shed will have very high quality bathroom stalls.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. We've done enough stalling.
I left my
We-
computer
we
for a
did
minute.
it.
What the hell is going on?
We've stalled. We can now go into the Discord for project sharing. We'll see you there. Thank you for coming to this meeting, and you guys better be there this weekend. And bonus points if you have a costume. We'll see you then.
Can't guarantee the costume, but
Mother fudger. Come on.